On first down, Ryan. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got room. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And Succop will put this one right through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. from the left hash. A chip shot here. Succop's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. 58 yards on the ground for him so far. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, he's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Here's Ryan. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But now it'll be third down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yardage on first and second down.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Evans has it left side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Running left, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one down to the 36. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. On 3rd down, it's Hawkins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a give, right side. Hawkins. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Second and 11 now. To throw is Ryan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end, because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
Play action, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
This is Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
On second down now, it's Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. He juked him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On first down, it's Hawkins, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Ryan's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Ryan to throw. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan to the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
From the 40 now on second down, Ryan. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive. and they come up with a pick right there.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 155 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
Well, credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown,